Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Make It with Miles. On this episode, we're going to be making a raised garden bed, as you can see here. Our particular model is going to be 4 by 8 feet, so that makes it really convenient. You can buy 8-foot treated lumber for the entirety of the project, and a lot of the measurements will be 8 or cut in half into a 4-foot board. To start, we're going to need to build a base for our garden bed. We're going to construct one that is 4 by 8. So we will need 4 8-foot long treated 2x4s and 2 4-foot treated 2x4s. So 4 of these 8-foot long boards are going to run long ways on their sides, and then we're going to have in-cap base boards 4-foot long screwed together on all of those 8-foot sections. Space your 8-foot sections evenly, and then secure everything level in place and screw it all together. After you have your base built, you want to get your sheet metal for the sides of your grow bed. We used sheet metal that was 8 foot long and about 26.5 high, so it's intended for about an inch overlap. So that gives us a little bit of room in order for our grow bed to be 2 foot deep on the inside. To install the 8-foot sections of sheet metal, line up the edge of the sheet metal flush with the inside of the outer 2x4. And securely screw this in place. Shorter sides, the sheet metal needs to be about 3 inches from the outer edge of our base. This is so we can screw it to the 8-foot runners and then fold it up and fit a 2x4 in between the outer edge and the sheet metal. Next, we'll be adding support for our garden bed. We chose cedar 1x6 as it provides a lot of support for our garden, and it will also resist all the moisture from watering the garden. You want to cut your 1x6 cedar into 4-foot sections, and we use 12 sections spaced evenly apart. After you have them evenly spaced, you can screw them to all 4 base runners, and we pre-drilled the edges of the cedar board to prevent it from splitting, and then screwed into the edges. install chicken wire to add some support to help contain our dirt. Roll your chicken wire across all of your cedar supports and then staple it in place. Next, we're going to take some weed barrier and roll it across our chicken wire to hold in the dirt and the moisture. Make sure to securely staple the weed mat to each cedar board. Now we want to construct the side supports of our garden bed. This will require 14 28.5-inch 2x4s. Start by working on the shorter edges. You'll want to fold the pin up to make its shape form where you can fit an edge support in between the base 2x4 and the sheet metal. Once you have the boards in place, screw each board to the base support. Now move on to the edge supports for the longer sides of your garden bed. We will want 4 edge supports on each long side, evenly spaced apart, and these run flush with the outside edge of the base for your garden bed. Once you have these in place, secure them with screws to the base of your garden bed. At this point, you can start to see your garden bed take its shape. With all of your edge supports installed, we can push the sheet metal up against each board and screw it with a couple screws. Do this around the entire garden bed. The last thing to do to complete your garden bed is install the top runners around the entirety of the garden bed to secure all the edge supports together. This can be done with 2 8-foot sections and 2 4-foot sections, forming a rectangle around the top perimeter of the garden bed. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Make It with Miles. We hope you enjoyed building this raised garden bed with us. And for a detailed video about planting plants into your raised garden bed, you can check out my lovely wife's YouTube video, Grounded and Growing. Click the link below to see more info. For detailed instructions and blueprints of this particular project, see the links below in this video. Always remember to tune in to future episodes and subscribe if you really like our channel. Leave us a comment for improvements on this particular project.